state legislator and now a radio talk show host, but the most important thing I get to do every day is I get to wake up and I get to organize people around Oregon in little groups like in Lane County to stand up for freedom with Americans for Prosperity. Are you ready for freedom? Friends, I got 3 words for you. November is coming! Are you ready to take back America? You think it's wrong to pile crushing debt on generations of those little kids right there? Is it time to put our principles above party or politics? I say it is. It's long overdue, friends. You are not alone. There are hundreds of thousands of people, maybe millions, all across America right now at tea parties. I just got an email from our Wisconsin Director of Americans for Prosperity. In very liberal Madison, Wisconsin, they had 12,000 people at a tea party today. Friends, it's about freedom. It's about the power of the people. It isn't about political parties anymore. I'm a conservative Republican, and my party is just as at fault for the mess we have today in America, and we can fix it. November is coming. Now, friends, today is tax day, right? And T stands for a lot of things. Taxed enough already is one of them. But you know, the original Tea Party, friends, was on December 13th in 1773 in Boston Harbor. And you know what it was? It wasn't so much about taxes, it was a response to tyranny. People were fed up with the heavy hand of the English crown and how they were treating the colonists. And they'd had their fill of it, and the people stood up, friends. That's the power that is in the grassroots in America today. And I don't care whether it's our 912ers, our Tea Party Patriots, or Americans for Prosperity, Freedom Wars. It doesn't matter, folks. We are all in this together. And we had better stand united, because it's the only way we're going to save this great nation for future generations. Now, I got to tell you, November is coming. It's a powerful thing. It's our opportunity to peacefully change what we don't like about what's going on in America today. We don't have to have a violent revolution, but what we can have a peaceful revolution, friends, and that means that you have got to be active. You've got to be involved. Thomas Jefferson wrote this, and this is powerful, friends, because he knew, our founders knew, that the power resided with the people. Here's what he said: every government degenerates when trusted to the rulers of the people alone. The people themselves are its only safe depositories. They knew that the system of government, that marvelous document called the Constitution, our Bill of Rights, the Federalist Papers, which clearly stated the intent of the founders when they gave us the power to stand up and retain our freedom. That's what we've got to do today, friends, honoring the Constitution. It's in our hands. Nobody else's. It's in our hands. So what's our beef? Why are we here? It's not just that high taxes destroy the American dream. It's not just that there's thousands of regulations that come from Washington, D.C., or Salem, or from the city or the county that affect your life. It's not just that we have exploding debt in this nation that can never be repaid. It's not that we have a dumbed-down public education system that puts more emphasis on race, recycling, and reproduction than it does on reading, writing, and arithmetic. Yeah. It's not the endless bailout of corrupt bankers and corrupt Wall Street institutions. It's not all of that. Friends, what this is our response to the failed socialist ideas that are being rammed down our throats by politicians who will not listen to you. Now, I know a little about that, friends. I served 8 years in the Oregon House of Representatives. Yes, I'm a recovering politician. It is a 12-step process. I think I'm about on step number 2. It's been a great journey. But friends, I got to tell you, this is why The power to change America is in your hands, and it's coming this November. Believe it, November is coming. By the way, I've got a November is Coming t-shirt. We've got it over there at the Americans for Prosperity table. We've also got bumper stickers. Look, friends, Benjamin Franklin said something that I want you to catch. A nation of well-informed men, women. Folks, my voice is shot. I'm sorry. This is my 7th event today. Okay? By the way, you should know, I just found out there are 31 tea parties happening in Oregon today. 31, folks. Here's what Benjamin Franklin said. A nation of well-informed men who have been taught to know and to prize the rights which God has given them cannot be enslaved. It is in the region of ignorance that tyranny begins. Friends, we have been a victim of our great success as the greatest nation on the face of the earth because we've been asleep. But let me tell you, the sleeping giant is awakened right now, and it's us all over America. This truly is the greatest nation on the face of the earth. I've been in the Saharan desert, I've been in the jungles of Africa, I've been in the deserts of Iraq, and I've been in the mountains of Afghanistan, and I will tell you what, the blessed freedoms that we have today that have been bought with a price of the blood of men and women who have protected us in freedom is powerful, friends. That's why we cannot let tyranny, let their sacrifice go to waste, friends. Now, nothing personifies tyranny more than what has just happened in Washington, D.C. with this thing unaffectionately known as Obamacare. Nothing. This is a 10th Amendment states' rights issue. You know that 18 Attorney General states, not Oregon's, I wish he would, but 18 Attorney Generals have sued the federal government that they do not have the power to enforce the mandates. It is a 10th Amendment issue, friends. And the only way we can ever repeal Obamacare, even if it's found constitutional, which I don't think it will be, the only way we can do it is to take over in November, friends. That's why November is coming. Now, the 10th Amendment issue is a critical issue. Here's what Thomas Jefferson said about the 10th Amendment. The 10th Amendment is the foundation of the Constitution. That's why we have to fight and win this battle on this issue. Because if government can force you to buy health insurance, they can force you to do an awful lot of things that you don't want to do. That's not freedom, friends. That's tyranny. That's why there was a Boston Harbor Tea Party, and that's why we're having them today. Obamacare is unconstitutional. It is ridiculously complex. It will bankrupt America. Let me give you some examples of where socialized medicine has failed miserably. In every country it's ever been tried, it has always led to rationing of health care. That means waiting times. It's always led to less innovation and creativity in medicine and procedures, friends. We cannot let that happen here again. Let me tell you where it's failed in America. Tennessee in 1994 put in place something called TennCare. In 2008, they spent almost $13 billion of taxpayer money in Tennessee for TennCare. It is bankrupting them. Romney Care, Mitt Romney's thing in Massachusetts, Rand Corporation just did a study. It says in the absence of a policy change, healthcare spending in Massachusetts is projected to nearly double by 2020 to $123 billion in one state, folks. It's insane. They're about ready to remake Romney Care. Let's talk about Medicare. CBO came out, Congressional Budget Office. They say Medicare has about $100 billion of fraud in it every year. $100 billion, folks. That's your money. That ought to be going to other places or back in your pocket, one of the two. In 1965, Medicare was projected to cost by 94. Remember, in 1965, they said by 94, it'll cost $9 billion. They bought the lie, folks, because you know what it really cost? It cost $67 billion. In 1987, they added a hospital subsidy to the Medicare bill. They said